Who wants to fill somebody in? Everybody in.
Okay, just to paraphrase for you guys, the main message, the main point of scripture is verse 24 through 27. And this can go for male or female. And it's basically don't play with fire, because you will get burned. Don't even go around it. Because you may think you're more clever. You may think, all right, well, yeah, she may have some tricks up her sleeves, but so do I. In the end, it's just right there. It fits you out with a shroud and a coffin. And like we said with Teddy, it doesn't have to be sexual. So it doesn't mean you're going to die from AIDS. It doesn't mean that you're going to have gonorrhea for the rest of your life. And there's no cure. It just may mean you may get scarred. You may end up getting a child from it, which is still a blessing from God, but that is also a burden on you. And then now you have that other person's life that you are now responsible for. It may mean you missing out on some things in life that God may have blessed you in other areas. So maybe you did something and your name got put out there. Well, now you're trying to get a job, and they done heard about you from Facebook based upon what you did with so-and-so, or somebody done copped a video on you of YouTube when you was intoxicated at a party, and your employer is asking you, so how do you spend your free time? And, you know, you were all professional in your three-piece suit, and like, oh, well, you know, I like to read books and take strolls on the beach. And they're like, well, what about this? And they pull up a YouTube about you. What you gonna say then? Nice try. Right.
Somebody being seduced, like say for instance, Mark's through with school, he's out, he's on his own. Seduction for him may be different than like little Lonnie right there. What are some of the differences in seduction that you can,
Let's do the different ways of seduction. So different ways that you can be seduced. You want red flags. Put it right down, a red flag.
What else?
No, just give me
resist the devil, flee from you.
Also, your disposition or your body language. Sometimes nobody has to even say a word. It's all in the way they're looking at you or the way that they're coming at you, which is also down here with approach. Then also, with the approach, and then also your character depends on it. And with that one, we found the verse, which was 1 Corinthians 15, verse 33, which was talking about how your company can corrupt your character.
We really kind of broke it down. For boys, seducing flags would be smooth talk. We tell you what you want to hear. They tell you what you want to hear. Money, pretending to care, physical lust, obviously like bodies and stuff, substance lust, which can fall under kind of peer pressure, and material lust, like what we got to offer pretty much, like how we dress and stuff like that. Girls, it was, oh my God.
What's a locust shirt?
A low cut.
Low cut. Back here looks like locust.
Their body, short skirts, they don't really got to say much. If a girl's got like a nice body, pretty smile and real hair, I think
Just keep it real.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
You said like the way they dressed or like peer pressure, touching all over the body, I guess. Music
What does that
videos.
mean? What do you
I don't know what she said.
Music and music videos, Trey Songz, Usher, Nicki Minaj, Chris Brown, Charlie Wilson, Maxwell, Robin Thicke.
All that specific.
Those.
What you dress. Like what she wear, like how she smell.
Oh, that's a good one.
Like the way a girl might walk, like
The way she walks, she's switching.
If we be honest about it, when a dude start touching you, or even a dude, if a girl start touching you or kissing you in the right place, you be like, I really don't want him to stop. Because it ain't a bad thing. You be like, man, this ain't, but you got to think about your relationship with Christ. Don't be so conceited to think that you can let this dude kiss on your neck, play with your hair, rub on your legs, and you gonna tell him to stop when you want to. It's not gonna happen that way. It's really not. You know what I'm saying? But he said when it's conceived, it bringing forth sin. And sin, when it is finished, brings forth what?
Hello.
Bring forth what? We're in verse 15. Death. And we talking spiritual death. You got to understand. It don't mean that if you go out and have sex with somebody, you're going to die. You can. You can. It may not happen right away. You may be able to kill your whole family first. You could contract something and pass it on to your children. You know what I'm saying? It has happened. We done seen babies born with AIDS. We done seen all kind of things happen. Getting pregnant is the least thing you need to worry about nowadays. Let's be honest. So the one thing that we need to learn from Samson and Delilah, and if we can give homework, I think we all need to read that. We need to read that story. I know it's in Judges. It's in Judges, but we need to read that story because Samson thought that he was just going to do what he did and get away with it, and it was going to be all right. But you can't play with this because when you open that door, all types of things come in.